Okay, so today is day 7, and we are going to do Eine, Wohnung, Suchen. That is searching for an apartment. So let's start with the grammar for this chapter, then we can progress with the practice, right? So during the A1 class, we learned that every noun is having a gender, okay? And in German, you're going to have they have masculine nouns, feminine nouns, neuter nouns, right? And I told you that there are no fixed rules for determining the gender of a noun. But A2, I'm going to give you some tips that you can use or some patterns that you can use that can help you guess that, okay, this gender is masculine or feminine or neuter. So that's what we are going to learn today. So mostly with masculine nouns, they are often they include people and animals that are male. So an example is the man, the father, and the hen. These are all animals and human beings that are male. And we also have days, months, and seasons. So days like this too, they are masculine. So the Montag, the Januar, the summer, the Sommer. These days, months, seasons in German, they are all masculine. And most nouns ending in er or en or el, mostly to their masculine nouns. So an example is the Liebe, the Garten, and the Vogel, and also to weather and natural elements like the regen, the Schnee, and the wind. All these are tips that can help you know that, okay, this word is masculine in German. That is weather and natural elements. Most nouns ending in er, en, and el. Dates, months, and seasons, and people and animals that are male. So let's check feminine nouns. So we have here people and animals that are female, like the Frau, the Mutter, and the Kuh. And we also have nouns ending in E, about 90%, right? So like the Blume like this is feminine and the Lampe too is feminine. But it doesn't work for all of them because a word like the coffee like this, it ends with E, but it's not um, feminine, right? That's masculine. And also nouns ending in height or kite or ung or ion, right? Or shaft. So an example is going to be the Freiheit, which is freedom, which ends with height. The Möglichkeit, possibility, that ends with kite. The Rechnung, that ends with ung. The Nation, that ends with ion. And shaft, that is going to be Freundschaft. And most German nouns most German rivers to also feminine, right? Like the Elbe and so on. And with neuter nouns, mostly they are young animals or people, like that's king, that's kitchen, which and that's baby, right? So these are mostly young animals and people. These are what we call these are what mostly they are neuter nouns. And nouns ending with CHEN or LEIN, right? So that's Mädchen, which ends with CHEN, is girl, and that's Hilschen. This one too is going to be neuter noun. And most nouns ending with GE, like Gebilde, and here too is das Gespräch. So these are also neuter nouns. And infinitives used as nouns, we have das Essen, so eating, and that's drinking. So during the nominalization, I told you guys that we can also convert verbs to nouns, right? And anytime that you convert a verb to a noun, it's going to take das, right? So a word like essen like this is a verb, but the noun is going to be das essen, and it's going to be neuter. And we have colors and materials. So colors like das blau, das rose, and so on, they are also neuter. Yeah. So tips for learning gender: always learn the daddy does the along with the word. That's what I told you. Learn it together, right? So we have the tisch, the lampe, das Fenster. Don't just learn it as tisch, right? But always try and learn them together. And also to focus on endings like the height, the kite, and so on. That one too will also help you, right? And if you are unsure, you can use some app like some of these apps online to support. Yeah. And I also told you about these accusative and dative verbs, right? That accusative is used for direct objects, but I don't like to use this kind of explanation. Mostly with accusative statements, we are going to have subject, verb, and a noun. Same with dative also. But there are some verbs that if you use automatically, your statement is going to be accusative, right? So these verbs here, it doesn't matter what you are talking about, right? Just change your verb to accusative. Haben is accusative, sehen is accusative, hören, lesen, essen, trinken, kaufen, nehmen, bringen, verlieren, suchen, finden, fragen, lieben, and mögen. All these verbs, they are accusative, all right? So anytime that you use these verbs, just make sure that your nouns will stay in accusative format. I will not go through with you guys. Please come back to it and come and check it. But these verbs here, they are all accusative verbs. And the articles for accusative, nominative is there. Feminine, masculine is there. For nominative, feminine is D, neuter is das, and plural is D. And here, the accusative, masculine is D, and then feminine is DI and D, neuter is das, and plural is going to be D. And these are also dative verbs. That's these verbs, anytime that you use it, just change your noun to dative. Verbs like helfen, danken, glauben, gehören, gratulieren, schmecken, antworten, versehen, folgen, and so on. All these verbs here, anytime that you use them, just change your noun to dative. So if you check all these words here, they have conjugated all of them in the form of dative. I won't go through with you. Please come back to it. I have everything set for you on the app. So come and read through and realize that when it is masculine, it's going to be them. Feminine is going to be der. That is dative feminine. Neuter like this is dem, and so on. Okay. So just get used to these verbs that if you use it automatically, just change your noun to dative. Please, if you have any question, please ask before I progress to the workbook. Okay, so let's go to the workbook for more practice today. Und die Frage für euch heute ist: Eine Wohnung suchen. So trying to search an apartment. So ideas for your work. Nummer eins haben wir wichtige Fragen beim Wohnungssuchen. So wie viele Zimmer hat die Wohnung? Is the Wohnung möbliert oder unmöbliert, right? Is it furnished oder nicht? Und wann kann ich die Wohnung besichtigen? Und ist die Wohnung in einem ruhigen oder lauten Gebiet? Und wie hoch ist die Miete, right? And Wohnungstypen und Merkmalen. We have Einzimmerwohnung, Zweizimmerwohnung, Dachgeschosswohnung, Erdgeschoss, Ausbau, Neubau, Balkon, Küche und Bad mit Dusche und Badewanne. Preise und Budget. Wie hoch ist die Kaufmiete? Nebenkosten, Gesamtmiete und Kaution. Und ich habe ein Budget von, so mein Budget ist Standort und Umgebung, so Location and Environment. So wie weit ist es von der Arbeit entfernt? So gibt es Geschäfte, Schulen oder Freizeitmöglichkeiten in der Nähe? Und Mietvertrag und Bedingungen, so Dauer des Mietvertrags, so Length, Kündigungsfrist, Notice Period, Hausordnung, Erlaubnis für Haustiere und Mobil- und Renovierung, right? So hier sind einige nützliche Ausdrücke, dass Sie nutzen können. So here are some useful phrases that you can use. So you can glance through. I assume that you guys have already read through. So die Frage für heute ist, was ist der Beste bei der Wohnungssuche? Wir haben hier vier Stichworte. Nummer eins ist Miete, Lage, Haus oder Wohnung und Nachbarn. Ja? So, wenn Sie fertig sind, dann Teil 2 ist dein Schreiben. Und die Frage ist, Sie möchten eine Wohnung in eine bestimmte Stadt mieten. Schreiben Sie eine E-Mail an den Vermieter. So, Sie haben hier 3 Punkte und Sie müssen diese Punkte folgen, um deinen Brief zu schreiben. Teil 3 ist dein Lesen. So, Sie haben hier 7 Fragen und müssen Sie die richtige Antwort wählen. Und Teil 4 ist dein Hören. Hier gibt es 5 Fragen und deine Vokabelliste. Right? So, das ist alles für diese Kapitel. So, wir müssen jetzt anfangen mit die Frage für heute. Okay, danke.